Hey guys, just jumping on, wanted to talk about the nice DJI RoboMaster S1, which is, let me see, I've got that up there for you to see. Let's bring that down. The S1 is short for Step 1. It's $499 and does not come with the controller. The controller, as I don't know if you can see that good enough, it's going to slap on to the sides of your tablet and then have a left hand turnstile there, like the one of the controls on the drones that we use now. $499, 46 parts. They say will take 2 to 4 hours for a child to assemble. Much like the Tello, it's going to work with Scratch 3.0, and you'll be able to do that with things like drone blocks, if you remember that. Who made that? Now I can't remember who made the drone blocks. Dennis Baldwin. Thank you. So $499, and we still wait for the controller. 46 moving parts. It'll move in 360 degrees because each wheel will move independently. And that will make it so you can see it there. That's the controller that they're going to use for it. There is a PlayMore kit that will be available, but isn't at this time, of course. And they haven't put a price tag on that. The PlayMore kit will have an extra battery, some gel tablets, pieces like that. Also, the gel beads that come in it. I don't know. People are already starting to say that it looks too much like a tank, and do we want our kids playing with that? The whole idea behind this is for the kids to learn Python and Scratch programming, which really isn't difficult if you get into the Tello at all, which is $99 or less. That would be the better starting place, I think, for STEM. If you really want to get your kids into that. See here, there's the picture of what they got it looking like. And of course that's going to move around, and it can move around sideways. But in any event, the $499 price tag has already turned a lot of people off. As we know, we don't know what the extra batteries will cost. The batteries are supposed to last 35 minutes of continuous use. And let me see, we did discuss the 46 parts. You have to assemble it all by yourself. I don't know. I just not quite sure that they went the right way on this. Would you rather have your kids playing with the Tello or with the RoboMaster S1? This was made because they do the competitions over there in Japan on the robots in the arena. You know, where they have the blades and they can destroy each other, things like that. And so DJI wanted to build off of that. And this is not available in Washington, D.C. or North Dakota either, due to local laws. I don't know what they are. I didn't research into that. But at any point, wanted to throw my 2 cents in and tell you what they had available for it right now. Let's see if this will work. Can that will come in? Yeah. And that comes in there. So you'll be able to program it. It'll take gestures. It does have a camera. I believe it's an f2.8. Field of view is 120 degrees. Yeah, 120-degree field of view. Hey Gary, thanks for joining. Talking about the $499 RoboMaster S1, which DJI came out with because of the RoboMaster competitions they have over there in arenas. It is good for technology for STEM, but since it's using the Scratch and the Python, Scratch 3 and Python, Tello is a lot easier to get into it with. Probably sold to schools and clubs. Hey, Mitch. Yeah, the thing is they're touting the 46 parts will take 2 to 4 hours to put together. It comes fully disassembled. They do have a Robo Academy with tutorials on their app. I just see the Tello as the better buy. Because don't forget, you'll have to get the PlayMore kit in order to get the extra battery, the extra gel capsules. I don't know if those gels will even last. You know how small they are. They're going to be gone. And of course, the PlayMore isn't out yet. We don't know what the batteries are going to cost. And that controller. See, let's go back to that controller, which just fits onto the side of your tablet. See it there. I think the I think the Tello's the better deal at $99 if you're going to learn programming. You've got Drone Blocks by Dennis Baldwin, which is also DJI has partly incorporated into this. So I think, for $99, I'd start with the Tello if you're going to be doing it strictly for STEM. If you are going to be doing it for the kids who want to learn, to put the things together. Again, it comes fully disassembled. The 46 parts DJI is saying will take 2 to 4 hours typically to put together. I would imagine that's more for an adult, or like Gary's saying, a teacher. That would be good for the drone interest group, I think, with Jerry Carroll. I don't know. We'll see. But I don't know. Do you guys think they missed the mark on this? I just can't see it selling. Not with the idea being STEM and the Tello so much cheaper and easier. Although the programming would be the same. I don't know, guys. Mitch, we're going to have to talk about this. Maybe you can bring this up on Thursday. Of course, the PlayMore kit they haven't priced out yet. That will come with the controller. And the controller they're just saying at a later date right now. I mean, I like the concept, but not for $500. And not if you're strictly going for the programming. I would go straight for the Tello drone, which was $99. I think it's even cheaper now. I just wanted to throw my 2 cents in on it. Mitch says it's a nice product, but I have no desire. Yeah. And this, you're going to have to be fully involved with any child because of the 46 parts. If they, in Canada, you can't fly under 4. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, this might be. Is that true of a drone too, Gary? The Tello? Can they do that in Canada? Of course, That's mostly indoors anyway, because if you've ever flown a Tello, it can't take wind. The wind just carries that thing away. You got to automatically land it. I just don't see the advantage of this over the Tello. Because the Tello, like Mitch has flown his in the household with that R85, the Tello is just as good in the house. My granddaughter does it, and she's 10. She has no problems with that. And it has more of the, it has, if you get the EDU edition, that comes with the Scratch 3.0, and you can use, it's got pads that come with it, that when it sees the pads, it'll do what you tell it to do. Like if it sees the pad, make a left, or, make a right, or go 10 feet to the right and land, that kind of thing. And again, that's $99. It comes the extra package. It's not a PlayMore. I think we got that came with a total of 4 batteries, because we got the EDU and the Scratch editions, because she actually liked the Scratch. And if you've ever looked at Drone Blocks or the app, it's quite easy. You're literally moving a block along. Is it over? I don't think that Tello is over 250 grams. All in. I've got the batteries right here. Let me show you. This is a Tello battery. And it is, this thing is light. Like I said, there's 4 of them. You plug them into your own USB charger. It comes with a little cradle. Do what you like inside. Yeah. You can do either the Tello or the S1. But again, their whole idea was to catch on with the RoboMaster competitions over there in China, and to bring it over here, see if it would catch on. I don't know that that would make any difference at all. All right, you know what, Mitch? Why don't you bring this up tomorrow night so we can get a better talk for it, because I didn't have you on. I should have had you on. Sorry, my friend. I wanted to get the picture up of the proposed remote controller that fits onto the tablet right there. Hey, Steve. I'm still sharing the screen. It should be double. Is that better? Or should I just simply go like this and then turn that over? Okay, we'll get rid of that advertising. There's a delay, but it's already been changed. All right, there's one, and then it changes over to just me. But thanks for letting me know, Steve. Again, $99 for the Tello, all in. I think it was $129, to be honest with you, with the so-called PlayMore kit that came with the extra batteries and the pads that it flies over and sees. Yeah, that's what it was. The controller was $50, and that was the I don't have it, the Nimbus Steel Series. There is a T1D controller. I think that might be $30, but I wound up paying $49 because that wasn't in stock. Oh, you came back before you saw my comment. I'm telling you, the delay is funny. So yeah, you've got the Tello for $99. This is something with the 46 parts, 2 to 4 hours to put together. You're going to have to be involved with it with your child. I don't see a 10-year-old putting this together by themselves. They'll have to help. Yeah, you'll have to help them. I just don't see it. They have a layout. If you look on DJI's site, they have the 46 parts laid out, and then one S1 on each side. And again, it's not sold in Japan or any place, North Dakota, Washington, D.C., because of the so-called local laws. But the Tello is just so much cheaper if you're going to be in this just for the programming. I mean, otherwise, come on, guys, you can get an RC car. I mean, we've got a bunch around here, junkers. I don't even think they're $20 if you're just going for that kind of fun. They're trying to catch on to that Arena RoboMasters where they have the blades up front that tear each other apart and all that. I just don't see it going. And I'll be honest, I'm not going to buy it. Gotta make a buck, yeah. Yeah, but $500? That isn't too much for you? I think that's beyond unreasonable. I wouldn't. I mean, look what you can get for $500. Jeez. I started out as a kid with Estes rockets. What was your investment there? $10 at the time? I think you can still get them at the hobby shop for close to nothing. And even I know that we have a hobby shop on our it's called New Haven. It's a pretty large boulevard, state road. You can get a ready-to-fly VTOL for $250. So if I'm just going programming, I'm going to stick with the Tello EDU. It uses the same Scratch 3.0 Python, either one. And with the drone block setup, you guys really have to see that. You're literally going and taking it and sliding it over, okay? Go 10 feet. Go left after going 10 feet. After you go left and go 10 feet, land. I mean, that's what they're calling programming when you're doing drone blocks and things like that. You can get half of an iPhone for $500. Yeah. Yeah. And of course, if you're going to play with it or your kid's going to play with it, you got to have two, right? There's a new, what is that, S10 phone now? Isn't that what they cost? About $1,200? Yeah, I totally agree. I don't know. I'd really be interested to see if they're going to let those numbers come out, the sales numbers be released. I thought about it, I looked at it, and again, the action camera before it, maybe the front-facing camera on that is its only reason I would be interested in buying that. I don't know if I would have gone up against GoPro when there was no need to. Are they trying to branch out? Are they running out of ideas for drones? If you haven't checked out Flight Path video reviews, no, I haven't. I know those guys. Sean Alexander built it. And oh, okay. They already built what? They built the S1 RoboMaster. Yeah, I have one. My granddaughter is 10, almost 11. A couple more months. I'm not letting the cat out of the bag. Okay, you're not going to say whether they built it or not. I will go check that out. That should be interesting. Let's see if we can go back to this view. I don't think I'd get in any trouble for showing that controller, will I? It shows you how they have, their plan is for it to sit over the edges of the tablet, just like your phone does on a controller now. Man, I can't tell you, Mitch, how interesting it is to watch this and see how far behind the delay is in YouTube. When you're looking at the screen, it feels like a good 30 seconds delay. Smart move, Gary. Consumer drones may have peaked, especially, yeah. Did they outdo themselves with the new laws coming? Yep, I agree. With the new laws, it's almost like they're going to force everyone to be 107, isn't it? It really does feel like that. And if you look, there's a site called VOT that is working with Homeland Security. I was just looking at this a few minutes ago. They have disseminated each DJI drone and how to go about getting the information from the chips, finding out. Remember now, when you have a DJI, you have to log into your DJI account. So already right there, they've got your email address. Now, come on, what can't the government do with your email address as far as finding you and things like that? Now, if you were smart enough, or dumb enough rather, to leave your credit card information up on the DJI site, once they have that chip, the information is right there for them. Again, that's VOT. It's a technology company working in security with the Department of Homeland Security. And they have each drone down with step-by-step instructions on how to get the information off it. And this is for local law enforcement. I'm getting way off subject, but I think I might be in a little trouble because I tried clicking on some of the drones to see what their processes were, and it goes to a Google Drive, if you can believe this. It goes to their own Google Drive page, but you have to have permission to access it. So there's a little button there, press this button if you want to request access. I decided to back out. I don't think I need them knocking at the door right now. I mean, the controller looks simple enough. And on the app, there's a Robo Academy with tutorials and all that. You got to have two to have any fun with it, right? How long is your kid? It's just like the drone. My granddaughter, she'll play with the Tello. Okay. 10 minutes to them, it's like, all right, what else you got? What else is new? Put the drone up, look at the nice pictures. We're all done. Your choice of subject. Well, that's true. I should have turned on the other lights. Of course, it got dark in 10 minutes here in Florida. What a rainstorm we had today, too. Another crusher. I don't know, boys. $500 without a controller. 46 parts, 2 to 4 hours to assemble, and darn well you're going to have to assemble it with them. I'm not going there. I'll tell you what, I will show it to my granddaughter who's 10, like I said, soon, and just see if there's even any interest in it. I'm willing to bet there's none. Yeah, I'm willing to bet it. All right, Mitch, you got your regular show tomorrow night. Let's see how this flies. Let's let this stew for a while and see how it comes around. I know everybody's going to be talking about it, and once they get it, there's going to be 9 million reviews. You know that. Hey, Jim from Video Call-In Shows. Another great show, guys. He comes on at 10 p.m. His name is Jim. And Gary at Brand Aerials, and if you don't know him, he will sit there and highlight your channel for you. He's got 40, 50 years, I don't even know what it is anymore, Jim, I forget, of marketing experience, and he'll go over that with you. He can do channel reviews with you. And he doesn't care. There's no preference. He uses Zoom. You just click on the Zoom page, which he leaves on each new show. He puts the key on there. You input that key, bingo, he puts you up on screen. There's no preference to anybody. It's kind of like this, you know, you want to come on here, I'll let you come on here. What do I care? And he's the same way, except he's more affable, more gregarious than I am. I was doing this with Nay last night, and I got so pissed off. He was telling me, okay, press this button now, press that one. I was going nuts. I apologize for the light. I should have turned the other one on too. Good morning, Brad, Drone Kings in Darwin. 14 hours ahead of us. Yep, and that's Gary at Brand Aerials. Gary, you got to check out Video Call-In Show. Hey, Mitch, the same thing. If you want to go on there and meet Jim, great guy, wide open, any subject you want to talk about, if you just want to be interviewed, that kind of thing, he'll do it, no problem. 25 plus years, sorry, Jimbo. I don't know why I wanted to say 38. Oh, by the way, I ordered the Blue Yeti Blackout Edition, so I have that coming, because right now my audio is coming strictly from the Brio camera that sits on the top edge of the stream, and I've got an iPad sitting right by the camera with on a tripod, of course, on a bracket, sitting right there so I can read what you're saying. Mike Van Doozy just got one. Now he likes it? He likes the Yeti, Brad? Oh, no problems with it. Okay, I thought, for a second there, I thought you meant he got the RoboMaster. Okay, for you guys who didn't hear, the RoboMaster is touted as a STEM toy for children. Now I'm just going to verse it against the Tello, okay? The Tello is $99. I think you can even get it for $79. It's programmable through Scratch and Python, which is kind of a drone block. So you move it over and drop. You drop to, let's get that up there. You drop, bring it over, go 10 feet, drop. Next, go down, go to the right, that kind of thing. It's that simple, a layout. And this is what the RoboMaster is also, for $4.99. They haven't come out with the PlayMore kit, they're calling it, yet. And they haven't come out with the controller yet. So this is all going to be done through, which will have to be a tablet, you know, to have the size enough for your fingers to get on there. And again, at $500, I would take the Tello. If the idea is for STEM, which for them it was a double idea. They wanted to introduce something of STEM besides the Tello, because they went in with Rise and Intel on the Tello. And this S1 RoboMaster is all theirs. So that's where that's coming from, in the STEM department. And from there, 46 parts. They estimate 2 to 4 hours to be put together. Nothing new in the programming department that we just didn't discuss or you haven't seen. But then after that, all right, your kid plays with it for 5 minutes. If you have more than one child, you have to buy another one anyway. So you're down $1,000 minimum. Oh, by the way, you look at this thing and you think it's built, right? It's not. It specifically says if you read the small print, that it is not for use in sand or gravel environments. Flat surfaces only. Can't be too slippery or the wheels will just sit there and spin. I don't know. I don't know, guys. I know they wanted to expand. The drone rules are getting too tight. They want to make hobbyists into 107s. Maybe they're running out of ideas, or maybe they're just trying to expand. But that did just come across. They didn't have all the money for the Tello wasn't going straight to them because Rise was in on that one. All right, guys, that's all I had for it. Anybody have any thoughts? I should have had you on. Jim, I should have had you on. You talk much better than I do. All right, yeah. Yep, I can see how bad the lighting is. I apologize, gentlemen. All right. That's all I can do on the talking about that. I just don't see sales picking up. Thanks, guys. I appreciate you showing up. I'm sure Mitch will talk about it tomorrow night. Old guy in a drone. He's on at 7, is it, Mitch? And then Jim's show on the video call-in show is every night except the weekends. He's on at 10 p.m. Brad, Mitch, Jim, Gary, I'll see you guys there. I appreciate you coming. I really do. Thank you.